places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll bring it out. It's Hoffman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Boston College's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Boston College right back to the line. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there, looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Dropping back, it's Doyle. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Boston College wants to play fast. Going up top on first down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off.
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He'll bring it back. It's Hoffman. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he takes this from inside the 5. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got it set up on the outside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Boston College will send out the punt team. Bringing it back, it's Hoffman. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Westbrook. Release to the back. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Running it back, it's Hoffman. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He finds his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the ball's out, and they're after it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
To throw, it's Westbrook. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets open down the middle. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Bounces it outside. It's Blackburn. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality.
Touchdown, Ohio State! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock it down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Then the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's going to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on second and inches. Back to pass, it's Doyle. And the pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
In the red area, it's Clay. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. The option look. Now the toss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of that.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Slings it downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They want to just keep throwing it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Getting some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Running to the left. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Gain of 12. Good enough for a 1st down.
A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play. It'll be a 1st down.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
To kick it away.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get...
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex.
Can anyone catch him? The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Ball State.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Boston College will send out the punt team. They bring the punter onto the field now. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Boston College right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Eagles! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Delivers to contact. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Hoffman. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Try and play action. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple short anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way behind. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Holds it in on the left. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella. Continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break from that thing to bounce right to him.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Golden Eagles have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Westbrook. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Boston College, 7.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
76, Boston College.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Power football with the run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Walters. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They're trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
It's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's going up top. Snags it down the right side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Motion from the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. You can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
Hold it. Finds his man on the left.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice ball.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Boston College will send out the punt team. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.